Hello, my friends. We will start with Om chanting 7 times. Hello again, my friends. Welcome to our 16th class. I hope you are all doing good. I'm wishing you the best, and I'm happy to see you here in our practice. Today, we are going to practice Om mantra. What we have just chanted, we will practice this, we will chant more. And I also want to take some time to share some words that I know about this mantra, my experience, and because this is a very, very special practice, this mantra. So yes, we have been practicing Om before, since our very first class, and it is a mantra. It is the most known and the most important mantra, to the extent that other mantras, or all mantras, or almost all, you could say, mantras, start with Om. They may start with Om and they may even end with Om. So what is this Om? What is this mantra? What is this about? What does it do? Before we get into practice, I would like to talk a little bit about this Om mantra. So this is the mantra of the universe, of reality, of everything that is and of what is beyond everything. So in itself, this mantra, this practice is a spiritual practice that is guiding us towards enlightenment, that is guiding us towards the realization of our true nature that is beyond the duality, beyond this manifested reality that our eyes can see. And there may be a confusion whether it is Om or whether it is Aum, because even myself, I say, let's chant Om, but when I start chanting, I chant A-U-M. So basically, these are two ways you can chant. It can be either Om or it can be A-U-M. I would consider A-U-M a more sophisticated one. It makes you or helps you go deeper, because each one of those sounds represents something and make an impact in you as you chant. So ah, oo, and the way I feel it, uh, ah is like the beginning. It comes from nowhere. It's the creation. And in this ah, you become aware of creation of everything that is in this world, yourself including. In this world, everything comes, stays for some time, and then goes away. And with this mantra, with Om, you can experience this consciously. So A is the beginning. U is what follows, is the preservation, is the continuation, unfoldment. Everything that starts, then is going unfolding, unfolding, growing, and this is like this ooh, which ends with and is the dissolution, is going away. As it comes with it goes away with So in a way is like, should I say destruction? I would rather say dissolution. So these are and the explanation, or one of the explanation behind these sounds. However, I should also say what is very also important and what many people don't know is that you chant However, there is the fourth sound beyond these three There is a fourth sound which is called Turiya, the state of Turiya, and that is the silence after this mantra ends. So it comes with it continues with unfolding itself as everything unfolds in this world, and then it goes away, leaves with it dissolves, and then there is no more sound. However, it is a practice in itself to be aware not just of as you chant, but also of the silence that happens after this this silence that was there even before had started. And this silence, this Turiya, is the state of enlightenment, is the state of that what is, what has always been, and what will always be, that is beyond the manifestation, beyond the coming and going. With this mantra, you can create with your chanting, with your meditation, with your chanting, you can create this manifestation. You can create this sound into existence. Let it continue and let it dissolve with However, after that silence is the state of enlightenment, which is beyond everything. And therefore, if you want to make your practice of this mantra chanting more enlightening and more profound, this is something you want to know. Don't just hear those sounds, but also be aware of the silence beneath. There are many things that could be said about this mantra, and myself, I have plenty of experience. I have been chanting Om for many years. It's been like 20 years or even a little bit more. And it is in my experience that yes, it had changed me personally in ways that would be difficult to words that would be difficult to express in words. But I would agree that this mantra leads to enlightenment. It leads to beyond. It leads to realization of the manifestation, and the fact that this manifestation comes, stays, and goes away. But at the same time, it guides you towards the realization that the reality is always there, even before starts and ends. And just as everything comes and goes, as this The same is happening with our body, with our life. We were born with ah, we continue oo, and then we will get older and older and go in decline as But even when this ends, the reality stays. Turiya, that state of enlightenment, of presence, is always there, life itself. This mantra, this mantra is practiced by yogis. It is very well known in India, of course, in Tibet. However, I wouldn't say that this means that this mantra is religious, and if you are chanting this, you should be, or you are Hindu or Buddhist or some other religion. I would say that this is the sound that is natural to all of us, and therefore it goes beyond the religion. Let me illustrate with this: the fact that all of these sounds, oo, and they have one thing in common, and it is that you don't need your tongue when you chant. You don't move your tongue, so this is kind of a sound that is the most natural in a way. And at the same time, I would say that this Aum also symbolizes everything we can ever say. Everything we can ever say, because the trajectory of how the sound goes, you can do it for yourself. Chant ah ah. Where is the sound coming from? It is coming from the back of the mouth, somewhere closer to the throat. Ah, the beginning of where the sound is coming from. Then it continues in oo, and oo is in the mouth itself, in the palate, and it ends with and is vibrating in your lips, maybe even in your face. So this sound by itself goes, it is a trajectory of what we can express, and therefore it symbolizes, I would say, everything that we can ever say. And this by itself makes this mantra or this sound beyond religion, beyond culture, beyond certain population or a certain belief system. Therefore, I would say everyone can chant this mantra. I would like to add some things, scientific things about this. So, beyond the spiritual benefits, that there is much to be said. Scientifically, what is happening, scientifically, what we are doing is also a certain type of breathing exercise, like a pranayama. And if we are chanting this in a profound and deep way, then it is likely to go as full yogic breathing, which we already know. So just by chanting this, you are performing a pranayama, a breathing exercise, which already carries the benefits for our physical body, for our breathing system, and the whole physical body that is being affected by this. In itself, this mantra, scientifically speaking, will calm you down for different reasons. One you could say is that the exhalation is long because you are chanting, so it is long chanting. Usually inhalation is kind of more fast, more quick, more short, and exhalation is long because exhalation is when you chant. Now, as we have spoken in our previous classes, making your exhalation longer will make you calm down, will activate this parasympathetic nervous system, will calm you down. When you exhale long, it calms you down. Therefore, chanting mantras, such as chanting this Om mantra, will help you calm down. I would like to add a thing about nitric oxide. Have you heard about this chemical that our body produces, which is called nitric oxide? So when you breathe with your nose, our first class, by itself you are producing nitric oxide because it is produced in your nose, and you are inhaling into your lungs, which Nitric oxide serves as a vasodilator. Basically, it opens up your blood vessels. It relaxes blood vessels, and this improves blood circulation, and it also again activates parasympathetic nervous system. Now, this nitric oxide has different benefits, which also boosts your immune system, goes again killing bacteria, viruses. Even, should I mention this? The medication that some men take, called Viagra, for sexual performance, is basically what this medication does. It creates or activates or produces nitric oxide in that area of our body that we are thinking about. So this nitric oxide is important for the whole body, and the same goes for our sexual functions. And there are different ways to increase the production of nitric oxide, which will have many beneficial benefits for the whole body, including sexual. And how to produce this nitric oxide. One thing is breathe through your nose, because when you inhale through your nose, it is produced in your nose, and then you get into your lungs, and from your lungs this nitric oxide goes into your bloodstream. However, scientifically it is being reported, when you make the sound this vibration produces 15 times more nitric oxide in your body. That's a remarkable number. So by doing humming, you are doing a very important thing for your whole body, your immune system, your sexual function, your relaxation, your parasympathetic nervous system, just by chanting And now Aum, it ends with So the last part of this mantra is the one that, scientifically speaking, is a powerful practice to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and give you many benefits that this nitric oxide gives. That's what science says about this. I think it would be also interesting to mention that different traditions, different cultures around the world, they have sacred sounds, sacred words which are interestingly similar. So we have Aum or Om, but then we have the Abrahamic traditions and Christian traditions which say Amen, Amen, which also sounds kind of similar. Am. In case of Amen, it goes with and then N. And N is similar as M. So both of them are the same nitric oxide producers, and both of them have this thing in similar. As far as my limited knowledge goes about other traditions, in Islamic traditions, I think it is Amin or something like that. And even the Hebrew Jewish Shalom also ends with which are interesting and interesting things to consider. The similarity with Om mantra. My own experience with this goes beyond in time, and the reason why I find this mantra close to me and very natural to me, it is because I remember it. I remember it from before my birth, and that is another personal story. I don't want to get deep into this, but before I was born into this body, I was afraid to be born. I didn't want to be born because I was afraid that I wouldn't fulfill my life's mission, because I was afraid that I would not wake up spiritually to fulfill my life's mission, let's say it like this. And as I was there in this kind of waiting room, waiting space before being born, I became aware of this sound, of this vibration, which was Om. It was a vibration which was always there, but at a certain time, let's say, I became aware of this. I heard this sound, which was the sound of the whole universe, which was the sound of God, which was the sound of life, which was the sound of reality, of everything that is, of what was before anything was created and what will be after everything will go away. I became aware of this vibration, of this sound, and to this sound, to this presence, I prayed, asking to help me wake up spiritually in this life. And I woke up, thanks to God. Uh, I maybe don't know how much it is related to the fact to this prayer, my prayer of before I was born physically, but this is why I feel this connection with the sound. It feels it feels natural to me because I have experienced it, and therefore I don't. Therefore, it is a part of me, and it reminds me something, and this is why I started chanting it in the first place. That's my own personal experience, but I deeply think that it can benefit all of us. This sacred mantra, which I invite all of you to practice with me. If for some reason you don't want to chant Om, because we are going to chant Om, Aum, you can just chant the humming to make your nitric oxide 15 times X production, increase in production. Also, because sometimes, for example, you are somewhere in the city or with other people and you don't want to look weird chanting Om in the middle of the street or with other people. In this case, you can just go on humming. And most likely other people will not even hear that. And this kind of humming by itself is also another practice that I have done myself, which is also very, very beneficial. So if you don't want to chant Aum, you can just hum, or you can simply listen to it, imagine it. You can also, beyond chanting physically with your mouth, you can also kind of chant it within yourself, in your mind. Whatever you are doing, even if in your daily activities, you can, in your mind, you can chant this sound, and it will produce effects in you, because this mantra, as you concentrate on it, as you feel it, as you feel this vibration, it guides you beyond the manifested. It guides you towards the reality itself, which is beyond creation. That is my experience. That is what these yogic scriptures say. And that is also something similar as what the science suggests. So I think we are getting ready for our practice, for chanting Om. And the challenge will be to complete one mala, which is 108 repetitions. And sit straight, spine straight, elongating your spine. Let's start with some awareness, just aware of yourself and how you feel now. Now observe how you feel your body. How is the body doing? How is the posture doing? Is the posture good? And now observe your breathing. How is breathing going? We will start chanting. And as you chant this mantra, concentrate on this mantra, concentrate on this vibration, concentrate on this sound that guides you towards the vibration, and feel that vibration, both physically and spiritually. Feel it vibrating in you, different parts of your body. You may feel, as you are chanting you can feel the vibration starting in your abdomen. As you go with it continues with your chest and into your throat. And as you go into it continues into your face, into your lips, into your face. You can be aware of this and visualize this physical vibration happening, or you can simply listen and concentrate on that sound itself and let it guide you. Let it guide you beyond, because this is where it will guide you. It will guide you beyond the duality, beyond the manifested. It will guide you towards reality and realization and experience of what is reality. So let's start and let's see if we can make the whole 108 beads. That is a challenge. I challenge you. It is going to take like half an hour or something to do this, but I think we can make it. So let's start. And yes, by the way, your hands, you can have them Jnani Mudra, palms facing up. Sometimes I place my hand on my chest. You don't need to do this. I do this so that I can kind of project this vibration towards you with some energy of Anahata, of heart chakra, with love and intention of love. But you can simply have your hands, palms facing upwards, or just the way you want. Let's start. chanting with your spine straight, aware of that vibration. Aware of the mantra Om, but at the same time aware of the silence beneath the Turiya state of reality. Aware of each Om, but at the same time aware of that silence that is beyond. Aware of each but at the same time aware of the silence beneath, that reality that has always been there. continue chanting, spine straight. If you find very uncomfortable your seated position, you can change some other way. Let's continue chanting. Continue chanting, spine straight, elongated, aware of each mantra, aware of the silence beneath mantra. And the last one. Stay aware of this silence, of this state beyond everything. With your spine straight, aware of this state beyond the duality and beyond the manifestation. which is your true nature. Recognize it as your true nature. Aware and mindful of what you are experiencing within. Recognizing it as your own true state. And now let your attention observe your breathing, mindful of how you are breathing now. After all of this mantra, one mala, after all of this chanting, all of this breathing, how is your breathing going on now? Is it more calm and more stable? Now, observe your body. How is your body feeling now? We've been sitting for a long time. It is very likely that the body is somewhat hurting from this extended position. But beyond this uncomfort or pain, what different can you feel in your body? One more time, observing yourself and how you feel within right now. Our meditation is slowly coming to the end. Enjoy this feeling that you feel. And now, as I'm getting back to the device and closer to you, you could write in the comments how you feel. Have you done this? Have you practiced with me? And if so, write done. Practice done. beautiful comment, gracias, which means thank you in Spanish. Gracias for the space to transcend world problems. Beautiful words, indeed. To transcend all of this crazy life and our daily problems and everything that is happening in the world, it is good to do this and to reconnect with what is beyond all of these crazy situations. Hello, 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 everybody. Done. I congratulate with all of my heart, with all of my joy. I congratulate those of you who are with me, who have practiced this. Um, it's remarkable because it is not easy. It can be pretty boring and challenging and exhausting. What you have done now, one mala, 108 beads in total, because we have started the class with 7 and then we continued with 101. It is quite remarkable what you have done. One mala. Congratulations. And yes, this is the practice that you can also practice whenever you have time. You can chant it aloud. You can chant it as humming. You can also chant it in your mind, within yourself. It also brings these effects, these results, making you go beyond and transcend. This is a mantra of enlightenment. This is the mantra to transcend. Our class is slowly coming to the end. One more time, thank you. Thank you for being here. Please give me your likes. And if you want to support me, you know how to do this. You can head to my website, dolamamantras.com, and you can find more about what I do there. If you want to go deeper into the different practices with me, I offer one-on-one video calls where I can guide you personally in your own unique journey. And you can also consider coming to my retreats if you want to come to Peruvian jungle and have a deep immersion into the jungle, but at the same time into yourself, with master plants and with different yogic practices. And if you feel that these practices have helped you, you are also more than welcome to support me financially with your donations. Again, dolamamantas.com, my website. And now, time to end. This time we will not chant 7 ohms. We have chanted enough. Augustus is hearing there is silence now. There is silence after all of this mantra. Beautiful, beautiful, remarkable. So, my dear friends, wishing you the best. Have a good day. Have a peaceful, relaxing, restful evening. And I'll see you in the next class. Much love to you.